Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about language and the use of language and how language changes and tradition and failing to understand a concept and Pete Buttigieg because something has changed and I think it's worth noting. For a long time, there's been a group of people who have basically been asking for a bare minimum amount of courtesy and respect, which in today's age is just a giant ask, I guess. They want to be addressed in a way that reflects them. That's it. When it comes to their title, their name, their pronouns, that's all they're asking for. Just this bare minimum amount of courtesy and respect. And I have a whole bunch of videos explaining the difference between biology and gender and explaining how easy this is. The thing is, at the end of it, with a lot of people that you're trying to talk to about this subject, what you end up with is somebody saying, well, I just don't get it. And that's it. You know, they sit there and they say, I don't understand. I just don't get it. And when you're approaching something from an academic standpoint, when the other person says, I'm just not smart enough to understand this, you're kind of at a loss. You can't really go anywhere from there. Now, I think that, well, I know that I believed that they were pretending to not get it. And I think that most people in their heart knew that. Anybody who's had one of those conversations, I think they knew that. But there's no way to really prove it, because on this subject, social conservatives have remained remarkably consistent. They don't alter from this position. Until now. Enter Pete Buttigieg and the person he is married to. If you missed it, over the last few days, a group of social conservatives has decided that he shouldn't call the person he's married to his husband. They would like him instead to use the term partner or spouse. A gender-neutral term, huh? Okay. Why? I just don't get it. I don't know how I'm supposed to accommodate all of these new terms you want us to use and the way you want us to use them. I mean, that's not tradition. That is not tradition right there. I don't understand. Can you explain to me why Pete shouldn't call the man he's married to his husband? They don't have an answer, and they can't go anywhere with it. They were told to be mad about this, and they are. But now it conflicts with their earlier routine. That moment has finally arrived where the consistency broke down. With social conservatives, this normally happens really early on. The fact that they maintained consistency with this for as long as they did is nothing short of a miracle. But they can't say it's tradition. Traditionally, what does husband mean? A married man in relation to his spouse. And since they want him to use the term spouse, they obviously know what that means. That's what husband means. They want to shift it to say that husband and wife have to go together. That's not what the definition says. I don't understand. You're going to have to explain it to me, because that is not in the dictionary. I don't get it. What this shows is that what a lot of us felt from the very beginning is true. It wasn't that they didn't understand. It wasn't that they didn't get it. It wasn't that they actually cared. It was that somebody had told them, you can other somebody this way. You can kick down at somebody this way and feel better about yourself. More importantly, if you're looking down at them, well, you're not going to be looking up at your betters, seeing what they're doing. You'll feel better about your lot in life if you can kick down at somebody, if you can take something away from someone else. Because the reality is, people go through title changes all the time. All the time. And it normally reflects them becoming something new in themselves. Miss to Mrs. Mrs. to doctor. A promotion in the military. Change of title. These are all things that are celebrated because it marks the growth of that person. But for years, you've wanted to take that away from a group. It's not that you didn't get it. It's not that you didn't understand. It's not that you don't understand gender neutral terms. It's that you didn't want to because somebody told you not to. And it made you feel better to be bigoted against somebody else. I hope Pete Buttigieg and his husband have a very nice time. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.